Previously on 2 Past Midnight. So, what happened to you?
I got shot. Kind of obvious, isn't it?
We are warriors, and just the things that we have fought for don't seem to exist anymore.
You think you're a warrior?
May I ask, Mr. Emmett, what exactly is your disagreement with Yuri?
We all met him in prison. Yuri was pretty much in charge of most of the torturing for information.
Man, you being with Yuri has really scrambled me a bit today.
So you see a BTR-70 armored personnel carrier, and they open fire. Where I kind of wanted to start was I realized that I had neglected to give out some experience points, so we're going to do it now.
Ew.
So going back through and listening to shit, doing all the editing, I've allotted out experience points. I've got them broken down by character. Emmett gets 2 experience points for Emmett. Harrison, 2.
Woohoo.
Murphy, 1. Anna, 1. And Cole, 2. Now, you might think that sounds kind of light on experience points. That's because I have something new in mind. It was brought to my attention that it might be better in certain circumstances if the player, not the character, got experience points that they could then spend on like their next character or the character they're currently playing or the character that's currently paralyzed or whatever. So it's more optional to do those differently. So in other words, Kyle has, well, if you look down, 2 experience points. These are your player points. We're also going to call them challenge coins. And here's the reason why. They have 2 uses. 1, you can spend them on any character of yours that you're playing, or optionally, and here's the cool part, what we're going to do. Let's say you're going to roll, like you make a roll and you want to push the roll, but there's a 1 in the roll, and so you're going to end up taking stress from it, for example, or physical damage or something like that. You can spend one of these experience points to push that roll and re-roll that 1 also.
Also, not only do you not take the automatic stress, but you actually get to use that roll. That's awesome. That's
exactly.
Amazing.
So it's kind of like a hero point in that sense.
Yeah.
So these are going to get awarded more so for player reasons. So for example, that's why there's 2. It was 1 for just, hey, you've played, and then a second one for everyone's Christmas episode, because that was fucking awesome.
Yay!
So Merry Christmas to everybody.
Awesome.
On this episode that's going to come out sometime in January. So there you go. Those are your options with those, basically. So you can use them to not to re-roll, but like you can optionally to re-roll a 1, essentially, in that situation. Now, if you push it and it still turns up a 1 or you get a 1, then that's, just...
You're locked and you take that
Still
stress.
counts.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you're not re-rolling the first roll, you're just modifying the second roll.
How many dice you get to use on the second roll,
Yep, very
precisely.
cool.
So you can basically, 1 experience point will turn 1/1 into a, I can re-roll this die.
Well, but it also negates that initial stress, right? Or no?
Yes. Yeah, well, you won't get you only get stress when you push the roll.
Right.
Whereas when you push with a 1, you're automatically getting 1. In this case, you might not.
Precisely. You might not.
Right.
So if you roll again and a 1 turns up, then you're going to get a point of stress. Because you don't get a point of stress from that first roll. You only get it if you push it.
Right.
Right. So.
Okay, but we are, you have referred to it as stress this whole time. Does this work for heavy weaponry?
Yes. Anytime there's a 1.
Okay, but is it only 1/1?
1 experience point for 1/1.
Okay.
So you could burn 2 experience points for 2 1s.
Precisely.
Well, I'm just saying, yeah. With a machine gun, I can have multiple 1s.
Exactly.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, when I roll 8 dice, it's... I wanted to know if it cleared all the 1s out and let me re-roll.
No, just 1.
I considered that scenario 1/1. But that might be the difference between your weapon jamming and not. You know what I mean? So, but either way, I thought it was a cool use for it.
Definitely. Definitely.
And we're going to call them challenge coins. And that's going to be our term for them. So
I like
it's
it.
more than just experience points. Oh, and on top of this, you guys, I'm going to be nice and let you guys spend your experience points now.
Nope.
Okay, so wait, did we get... So in all actuality, if I look at all this, I technically got 4?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
But that's only because you only have one character. So Chris, for example, has 5 because Murphy got 1 and Harrison got 2.
Yeah, Murph's going to hold on to his points because he's got 11 now, and I'm going to wait until I can get 20.
How many points is it to walk again?
25. 25.
Fuck you, Kyle and Cole. Fuck you both. And to go from nothing to a D, which is 5 points, it has to be something that you've successfully rolled. Correct?
Yes.
So Harrison's going to go from nothing to a D in mobility.
Yeah, he did a shit ton trying not to get shot up.
And remember, you cannot increase attributes, only skills. So, or you can use them to try to learn new specialties.
And it's 10 for a specialty, right?
Probably. I don't know. It's in the book.
That sounds right, but it also requires a teacher for that specialty, too.
Correct. Which I'm trying to remember what everybody had, and then we've got new characters that I don't know what their specialties are.
Anna's got some good ones. Historian, psyops, teacher, linguist, tactician. I don't think you care about musician or historian.
Tactician, I think I do.
Tactician is actually a really good one. But that actually requires them to roll to teach you how to do something, I think.
Yeah, so like I've been assisting sometimes Emmett with cooking. So if I'm assisting him with a cooking, then I would hypothetically have the ability to do that.
I think they just need to roll. They just need to roll a check to teach you that specialty. I think that's how that works.
Yeah, basically. Something along those lines. All right, so no one's spending experience points on anything?
Now I'm holding up.
Harrison did.
Oh, okay. Anybody else?
No, I think I'll hold on to mine.
I did just find the rule for that. Is that?
For improving your character?
Yeah, for spending XP. Where's that? Your skill. Oh, you can actually have a... Okay, learning especially always costs 10 XP, but also requires a teacher, a PC or NPC who already knows the specialty, instructing you for at least one shift. After the shift, the teacher makes a persuasion roll. If they fail, you learn nothing this shift. You keep your XP, and the teacher can try again another shift.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Okay, I'm rethinking something. I'm going to open this up to the team. I was going to spend the 5 for Harrison to go from nothing to a D in mobility, but would it make sense in saving the experience to get 15 or to move his recon from a C to a B, since you guys always make him go first?
Recon's been fine. All we've got to do is avoid negatives for recon, and we usually are fine. I find it vastly more helpful to have a second die when doing anything.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay. All right, I'm going to be mobile. I'm going to be mobile.
Not mobile?
Nobody has the infiltrator specialty?
Murphy does.
Fucking
Yes, Murphy does.
Can he teach it, or is he unable to teach recon?
I mean, it doesn't say that he has to physically be able to do the skill. So, yeah, sure, fine. I'm cool with it.
I mean, I would think he could teach it conceptually, maybe not physically.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
All right, I'm not going to do it now, but that's...
He could be laying there and be like, I can see you. You suck at this. I can still see you. You suck at this. Even if he doesn't see him. He's like, I see you over there. Give me 50.
So that is a +1 to recon rolls to essentially stay hidden.
To be undetected.
When hunting, would the recon rolls be to stay hidden?
No, those recon rolls are not hidden. Those are tracking, basically.
Gotcha. Okay, couldn't remember.
Sort of. Wait, so it's a survival check first, right?
Yeah, survival I have no problem with, and it's easy to bolster survival. It's the recon I keep getting donkeyed on.
So it's survival, then recon, then the shooting it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not passive. It doesn't say it's passive under it, so I would assume it's the sneaking part. So, yeah, I would say that probably counts. So, I'd be okay with that.
That will definitely be my next acquisition then. I'm surprised more people don't want my 2 cards for initiative. Because that will really mess the GM if all of us have 2 cards.
What skill is that?
Or that is my combat awareness.
Oh, and you could teach that.
It just takes 10 experience points, right? Wasn't that it?
What's your persuasion, though?
I have nothing in a D on persuasion.
Oh, well, yeah.
So first, you need to put XP in persuasion, and then
Wait a minute. I'm actually thinking that instead of saving up to bring Murph's recon from a B to an A, that maybe the 2 initiative cards would be the better choice. Because I always get... Oh, we don't roll it anymore, though. No, I always get the bad cards.
You don't always get the bad card.
Especially with our ability to switch initiative, it's saved us a few times.
Yeah.
It has saved us a few times, yeah.
The highest roll, or the highest card Murph has ever gotten, I believe, is a 6.
Yeah, getting 2 initiatives would definitely give you a leg up.
And especially if, he's the sniper or the recon guy. That was funny, by the way, Dick.
Nice, Brian. Nice.
Brian, you are witty as fuck sometimes.
Oh, shit.
so no one's even going to comment on the XP token I made?
No, that's fucking cool.
They are beautiful. They're beautiful.
I was pretty proud of that.
You should be, because it's even ours. So
Those are cool.
That's the challenge coin we need to make. Like, actually get them, like, for real minted.
Right? The question is, what goes on the other side of them?
Just the Dork Day Afternoon logo.
That's what's on these. On this side already.
A pigeon. A pigeon goes on the other side.
Oh, there you go. No, I agree with Jeremy.
A common wood pigeon.
Yes, with its like wings out and it's like head to the side. Yeah,
Yep,
totally.
Yep. A pigeon.
Yep.
So I think Murph wants to learn that skill.
Are you going to spend the XP for it?
Yep.
Do you want to do that right now? Because you can. Because I had meant to do this before you guys rested last time. So
Sure.
you guys would have had time to screw with this over the last couple days.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be okay with doing that now.
Kyle's got to roll the persuasion to
Yep.
teach him.
All right, so Kyle,
Yes.
roll persuade.
Oh,
so this is
no.
going to be the first time we're really handling XP stuff in an episode. So I hope this isn't terribly boring for people.
I'm bored.
Shut up. No, I'm
Persuasion roll.
oh, and he got it. He actually got it.
Shit! Holy shit! He actually got a 6. I can't believe that just happened.
Wow.
Awesome. Good job, Kyle.
I guess that's what I get for talking shit. Awesome. I should talk shit more often.
That's like, what, a 16% chance of happening?
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I think that roll can be pushed too. So theoretically, if he'd failed, he could have spent an XP point to then push that roll.
Literally on the tip of my tongue was, can I push this? Wait, nope, I'm going to have faith in getting it on the first roll. And sure enough.
All right, Chris, that is 10 XP off of Murphy.
Yeah, he's only got 1 now.
That was awesome.
I can't believe that shit just happened.
And that's called combat awareness, right?
Yep.
So Cole spends the entire time just kind of laying there next to Murph, just talking about the things you do before battle and how he prepares and how he really watches scenery and things and all that fun stuff. And, he implores this ability upon him.
It's like that scene from Outlaw Josie Wells where he's like, how'd you know that guy was going to shoot first? He's like, well, that guy had a flap on his holster.
I can see how this goes to Cole is like, yeah, and then you do this, and then, you check this out, and Murph's like, I'm a fucking sniper. I know exactly how to do that shit. I'm an operator. What I do. Cole, you rock.
Anyone else going to spend XP or challenge coins? Nope. Going once. Going twice.
Gone.
Oh. All right, so we left off, you guys had in the Humvee radioed back with your coordinates to the other group. You run out of gas just before the bridge. And, there you are. What do you want to do?
Well, I guess that's the end of the Humvee for a while, so do we want to try to push it off the road and hide it in case we end up finding some more fuel to come back for it?
Yeah, that's probably our best bet. Let's get all our gear and everything out of it and see if we can't get this thing obscured from view.
At the very least, let's not leave it in the middle of the road.
I don't want anybody to take our Hummer. I like driving this thing because I'm driving and driving and driving. It's fun.
We finally found a good use for you. You did good.
Yeah, you guys look over and you do see like an area off the road, about 20-30 meters that you could push the Humvee into, and you're pretty sure you could camouflage it up if you have to.
Now, Cole, that was just rude. I've been plenty useful a whole damn bunch of times.
You indeed are. We, ours you wouldn't have been the same if we couldn't have sent you running out after before all of us.
Nobody appreciates poor old Dale.
I just giggle and slap him on the back. Say, I'm just messing with you.
If I recall how far as you went, didn't both y'all blow each other up?
I might have found a little bit of a situation at the top of the steps, correct. Alright, so once that in, I assume we'd kind of try to form some sort of position close to the bridge, but keep in cover. Where do we want to stick next to would we stick next to the radio?
Well, I mean, the radio's in the Humvee, so that just depends on what you guys do.
I say we'd probably stick right with the Humvee in its kind of bunkered down position, and just kind of wait for the rest to show up, keeping a good recon on towards the bridge and the other roadway till they arrive. We'd kind of hunker down into that. By the way, we did fully power the NVGs on the way over, so
I'm fine with that.
As our final opportunity to charge them, I just wanted to make that aware.
Right. I'm okay with that.
Cole's just standing there. He's got his AK in his hand, just kind of leaning over. This is an awful big group we got now heading this way, but as long as we're all heading that same general direction, I'm very curious how this is going to go. And not just because Yuri's there. There's a whole lot of reasons. I'm still trying to figure all this out.
Well, when you figure it out, Mr. Cole, you let me know. I trust your judgment. I think I'm going to go over here and just lie down for a second.
Take a rest. It may be the last chance we get for a while.
Roger that.
Cole takes the binoculars out, and he is just scanning continuously.
Okay. Roll a recon with a +1 for your binoculars.
+2, I believe.
Oh yeah, +2.
1 success.
Okay.
So how far behind do you think they were? We're going about twice the speed they are, probably.
Oh, yeah, at least. Emmett, he's going to be basically working on getting all the gear off of the Humvee, knowing that we're not coming back. So, dismounting the gun off the top, getting the ammunition, divvying out rations and ammo and everything else to everybody's packs. I know a lot of the refugees had a lot of our extra acquired firearms and ammunition, so just basically all the gear and stuff that we had left on the Humvee, divvying it out between the 4 or 5 of us. Have we decided how we're moving Murph around from this point on?
Doc, what do you think? What's the best way to move him? Or should we move him?
Skateboard.
Or how to move him?
Skateboard. Yeah, I mean, he's kind of on a stretcher at the moment, so like a spine board stretcher.
So if we game mechanic wise, would that basically take two of us carrying him?
Yep.
So we're gonna lose probably
Lose a recon. Or
well, I would say, yeah. I mean, Doc's our recon, so he's not gonna be doing that if he's carrying the board. Harrison is no longer driving, so he can carry the board.
He's also good on recon. Well, C and a C.
I think we got enough. With 5, you'd have 2 people on him. And then 1 person for survival, 1 person for recon.
Right. So I would say you don't carry it because you're our survival guy.
Yep.
So then it's either Doc or Harrison, whoever's got the best recon. They don't carry it, and then Emmett and whoever else is going to be lugging Murph along.
Hey, Doc, you think I'll be able to maybe try to start walking a little bit here?
Let me look at this calendar I have. No. Nope. Probably not.
Has it been 24 days yet?
I don't remember ever saying how many days it was. And no, it has not been 24 days.
Fuck your calendar. I'm an operator. I can push it.
All right, you go ahead and try to walk. See what happens. Spoiler alert, you will be unsuccessful. That's GM telling you that.
This sucks. You guys better not drop me. Or please don't drop me. Please don't drop me, actually. Please don't drop me. Unless you take incoming. You take incoming, you can drop me. Captain Emmett, I don't need to lay here. I can help you with the gear and all that. Probably not going to get much sleep just laying here anyways. Might as well make myself useful.
You guys are going to love this, by the way. Hold on.
I get Danger Will Robinson vibes whenever you say that.
No, I meant the map that I just quickly drew up with a quote, bridge, end quote. Because apparently the one I wanted to use was too big for this.
All right.
I dig
so there's
it.
water there.
I dig it, though.
Hey guys, don't drink this water. It looks like it came straight from the ocean. Something's wrong here.
Shh. All right. So you guys are posted up in the trees to the north, and I will drop you guys on the map.
Very cool.
You know the saying of like a castaway or somebody who's been shipwrecked and they're thirsty and it's torture because there's all that water around, but you can't drink it because it's salt water? That's essentially every place we are in this game that has water because it'll be irradiated, I would think.
The farm had water.
It did have water.
That's true. Maybe we shouldn't have left home base.
All right. So however you guys want to be set up, posted. Murphy's in the vehicle. Doc, Harrison, Cole, Emmett. What do you guys want to do? How long do you guys stay here, I guess? Because you know it'll take them about half a shift to get to you. So it should take them a couple hours to get to where you were. And I imagine you spend some time camouflaging the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye out, I guess.
Harrison said even though he was laying down, he was going to help Captain Emmett.
Yeah, Emmett was just getting ready to move. He's really hot to trot. He's just waiting on the rest of the refugees and everything to get up here because we need to keep moving to where Yuri last saw the tank.
All right, so a couple hours go by, and you guys don't see anything from them. You're looking through the binoculars, Cole, checking to see if you can see them approaching, and you coming from that way. You do not see them. And someone roll a d6 for me. Because we are now heading into the daytime.
It starts to rain.
I believe it was sunny before. But I think it's just cloudy now. I didn't have it marked, so I'm going to assume that. Alright, so yeah, it gets cloudy. What are you guys going to do?
Guys, I'm starting to get a little worried. It's been a couple hours. Haven't heard anything on the radio. Haven't seen anything. Do we want to start heading that way? Do we want to stick with the plan?
Why don't we try them on the radio?
I can try.
They did got a lot of women and children with them. Maybe they had to stop and rest, or, women and having to pee.
With Anya pushing that group, I would say they should be making pretty good time. Anna.
Do you want to make the radio call?
Yes. Cole will sidle up to the radio.
Go ahead.
I have no clue what to say.
How about where the fuck are you?
I mean, I'm sure it would be some sort of call sign.
That's what I was trying to think. I was going forward group to circus tent or whatever. I don't.
Circus tent.
Forward group to school bus. School bus, what's your position? School bus, this is forward group. Do you copy? Guys, I don't like this. I think we got to start heading back that way. Then there's the question of what we do with Murph.
Tell you what you do notice is looking through the binoculars. To the south of the bridge, about a click out, you can kind of make out, like if you go past the bridge and over, you can see that there's a relatively large crater over there. Because of the bridge, you're kind of up elevated a little bit where you guys are on this side of the river, and it appears to be about 140 meters across, and you can see like a little bit of water at the bottom of it, and you see some deer around it.
Emmett, what you think made that crater? Were you in range of a mortar, or is that another one of the nukes that hit? Is that going to be in a radiated area? What do you think? What I know from the size of it, what I think it is.
Yeah, you would know from the size of it that it's
not a mortar.
Not just a normal artillery or mortar.
Gotcha.
My recommendation would not to be eating those deer that are gathered around there.
Back on the farm when we're trying to move and herd and drive cattle, sometimes they get a little wayward, and you gotta guide them and bring them in. So maybe our people just got a little bit wayward. We got to go rustle them in.
I don't imagine Anna getting lost. My only concern is what do we do with Murph? I mean, we can leave Murph here with Doc, but even still, that leaves them pretty well vulnerable if anybody happens upon a Humvee in the bushes. I mean, we could, the three of us, go back to try and scout and see where they're at. Backtrack a little bit to bring them to our coordinates, but it puts Murph and Doc here kind of just hanging out in the breeze.
I never thought that I would be considered a burden or luggage. Golly.
Don't change your name to Samsonite at this point.
Fuck you. Y'all just leave me here. Go do what you need to do. I'm sure Doc can arrange me in a way that I can at least aim a weapon out the door. I'll be fine. You guys do what you need to do. Leave me here. I can't keep slowing you down, burdening you until everybody gets back. Just leave my useless ass here for now.
We're obviously going to leave you. It's just a question of whether we leave you with somebody else or not.
You're all heart there, Cole. You're all heart. I'm just kidding, buddy. I'd leave my ass here too.
Doc kind of chimes in and says, I mean, I could stay with him.
Doc, can you man that gun on top of here? If anything happens?
I've already taken it off.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, you did unmount that gun. I guess there's not a gun up there.
Nope, he's just got his normal rifle.
You mean pistol?
Yeah.
That I think actually Lieutenant has, his pistol. So he must have had one of the M16s, I guess.
All right, we'll be back, guys. We're going to check this out. And the three of us will stealthily head up the road.
Happy trails. Hopefully not happy hunting. I would say you guys should avoid conflict if you run into anything.
Yeah, because actually where you'll be heading is back southeast from where you currently are.
Kind of following the water line.
Yeah, basically. All right, so roll me a recon. Whoever's your recon person.
Are we going to go with Harrison on that?
Yeah, I think he's got the best.
C and a C.
Here's the binoculars, Harrison.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. I'll keep good lookout for us. Make sure we don't get ambushed or any such thing. That's the binoculars increase it too, right?
Yeah.
Recon roll coming up. 1 success.
Okay.
7 and 4.
All right, so you start heading back. You guys are patrolling along. You kind of get to a point where it seems like the trail of people kind of stopped. That whole group. Like, you get to a point where, like, oh, okay, this was where they were. Right. But the more disturbing part of that is you see vehicle tracks as well. What you would assume is some sort of tracked vehicle and a couple different vehicles, like a pickup truck size. And then it seems like the trail kind of ends there of that group, but then the vehicle tracks head off to the north.
There's like tread tracks, like tank tracks.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like tracks. Yep.
Any sign of firefight? Spent shell casings, any of that?
Yeah, you actually do see a grouping of 14.5 millimeter shell casings. But the tracks ended in like an open area, and the shell casings you find in a wooded area off to the side of that, which seems like where the vehicles had come out of.
Well, this isn't a good sign. Looks like they were intercepted at some point. Looks like we got yet another rescue mission.
Y'all reckon that they let us pass and then attack them?
So, what would it be to try and follow the tracks?
It's recon.
Would the binoculars help on that?
On tracking something?
The only reason I ask is because they're tank tracks, right? So, or there is a set of tank tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can tell that they're heading north from where you are. So you probably could try to track them if you want to.
All right, guys, we got two options. Head north, try to save and figure out what's going on here, get ourselves in a little bit more trouble. Or head back, grab our walking challenged friend, and start heading south.
Heading south?
I believe we said before we were going to stop just leaving people to die. Emmett. So I assume we're heading north?
Oh yeah, I don't care where you guys are going. I'm heading north.
I follow you guys wherever you tell me to go, but I couldn't imagine that we're just gonna walk away from our friends. That sounds not like something that I'd feel comfortable with doing. I mean, I don't think they'd do that to us.
I don't judge what I do based off of what others would do. I'm judging what I'm going to do based off of what the right thing to do is. And I know there are women and children that have gotten picked up, and it looks like there was at least some form of hostility if it was a peaceful gathering, they would have taken the time to radio us and let us know, hey, we're going to go with these other people.
Yeah, I mean, however you want to interpret
I'm
it.
guessing. So, I say we basically rally together here and start following the tracks.
I agree with you, Captain Emmett. I was just trying to, convince Mr. Cole over here.
Let's play superhero yet again. Da 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 da. Cole starts heading north.
I ain't no superhero. I tend to get shot a lot, apparently.
Roll survival.
1 success.
Okay. So you head to the north. You're going along through this open area, and you're following the tracks pretty good. Actually, someone roll me... Or did you already roll the recon for that, Chris? You didn't, right?
I did not.
Okay, go ahead. Roll recon for that. And I'll let you use the binoculars. That's fine. Because that's like looking ahead and shit, so I'm cool with that.
Recon roll coming up. 1 success.
All right, yeah, so you're able to follow the tracks pretty well. You go about 10 kilometers or so, and you see that the tracks start to head northwest. What do you want to do?
We don't have any, we don't have a hand radio on us, do we? The one we had went with school bus, right?
One was in the Humvee, and the other was with Anna.
Okay. I couldn't remember if she came with one or if she has ours.
Ours never got repaired, the walkie-talkies.
Yeah, we sacrificed the flashlight for the walkie-talkies.
Right, but the walkie-talkies still have never gotten finished by LT.
That's right. They didn't get finished. We missed that tech. We will continue to follow.
Okay. So you guys start heading in the northwest. All of a sudden, it seems like it starts snowing. These little white flecks start just coming down. And it gets heavier and heavier. And more until, like, before you've made it 10 kilometers, the air and you are just covered in ash. These gray flakes of ash just raining down from the sky. You guys can only see about 50 meters out.
What is going on here? This isn't snow.
It is not snow. It is ash.
Is Poland known for its active volcanoes? Or is this irradiated fallout of some sort?
Y'all think somebody burning something big like forest fire or something? We used to burn brush and all that on the farm, but I never seen nothing like this.
Would I know what it is?
Roll me. We'll say tech. We'll say tech. Yeah. Yeah, you're not sure. But everybody roll me a stamina roll. And you can push these technically.
I can?
Yes, you can push them.
I will not be pushing it.
Oof. Of course I meant me.
Shocking. Emmett doubles up.
Tell me what you guys got.
Shocking.
Tell me what you guys got.
Oh,
Tell the listeners what you rolled.
You're friggin' A and A on stamina?
Harrison got a 1 and a 5.
Emmett got a double success.
All right, so yeah, your gut reaction, Kyle, was accurate about it being fallout, ash raining down from these clouds. So you all take 1 rad.
It just gets better and better.
But those of you that failed,
AKA Cole?
And Harrison.
actually, I didn't do that properly. So I might need to have you guys re-roll. Sorry.
Yeah.
So we'll have to re-roll this. Cole, what is your current rads?
I am currently at 3.
Okay. So yours, you get a +1 on that. So you can re-roll that with a +1. Harrison, what are your current rads?
1.
+3 on that.
Thank the Lord.
So you can re-roll that with a +3. Emmett, you're already at an A and an A. It's almost irrelevant. But how many current rads do you have?
2.
Okay, you're good. You're good. You would have passed anyway. All right, so Harrison, you get to re-roll it at a +3, and Cole already failed his again.
Yep.
C and a D goes to a B and a B.
Nice.
2 successes.
Cole, you do not feel well. You take 1 point of damage.
Damage, gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And
So we all take 1 rad and I take 1 damage,
yes,
right?
that is correct.
Okay.
Because you now have radiation sickness. And that's after a shift of being in this, basically. Like, I mean, not like you're in it for a whole shift. I'm saying a shift later, that's when it would kick in. I'm just letting you know. Vomiting, diarrhea, bleeding.
Gotcha. Wrong way.
Just like the dog.
Too soon.
Is it? Because that was like 20 episodes ago.
Yeah, it's not.
I think we're
too
good,
soon.
man.
You're
Fuck
fine.
that dog.
It was a joke.
What dog? No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, now you're going too far.
Hey, I didn't kill the dog. But yeah, so that's what you guys have going on as you get to a road. You follow the tracks and you get to the road.
So even if we passed our roll, we still take 1 point of radiation. We just don't get sickness.
That is correct.
This game's evil.
But it might not be permanent. That's the other thing, too.
Ooh.
It might go away. Like tomorrow.
We might not be here tomorrow.
That is true. But yeah, so you guys follow the tracks through this, like, those tracks that you've been following are starting to fill up with this gray ash, right? But you're able to get to a road, and you see them pull up onto the road. And it's like paved road. So they kind of disappear on the road.
Do we know which direction they were headed?
They pulled up on the road, and that was about all you could see.
I mean, we couldn't tell if they pulled up going north or going south.
Nope. No, you could not.
Once they hit that hard top, I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to them.
Oh, God. Oh, okay, guys. We got a couple decisions to make here.
You doing okay there, Miss Cole?
I'm not feeling the best. All right. Is it evening yet?
Yeah, it is starting to head into evening. And because of this rain of ash, I'm going to say it's still cloudy.
All right, we got a few decisions. We're heading into the nighttime, and we don't know where we're going. If my bearings are correct, and I've been trying to track with this map where we're going, this is the road that eventually leads over the bridge that we were stationed at before. So more than likely they're not heading south, because that's where we were in the first place. I assume they're heading north, but it's just an assumption. So we can start heading north a little bit and camp for the night, or we can camp for the night and pick a direction tomorrow.
I'd say probably camping in this ash rain. Probably in our best bet. I'd say we need to move north or south. Getting out of it.
Man, we came into it when we head north. So, I don't know.
If I had to guess, a whole group of refugees, we're a couple hours behind them, but they can't be moving that fast. I would say we follow this road heading to the north and see where we're going.
You didn't see footprints. You only saw vehicle tracks.
I think we're assuming that our people are still on foot.
As I said, you saw the tracks end there, like the footprints. Then you saw vehicle tracks. No more footprints.
Oof.
I'd say they got all loaded up then.
It appears they were all raptured.
That's a good assumption.
Hey, Mr. Cole,
Yes.
why is all this shit falling out of the sky? There hadn't been a nuclear weapon or a nuke in quite a long time. Why this stuff falling on us?
This airborne soot is the result of hundreds of nuclear strikes detonated in recent years.
Well, thank you, Mr. GM, but I was asking Mr. Cole.
Yep, and I was answering for Mr. Cole.
Because Mr. Cole would not have come up with that answer on his own. He is going to pair up.
Pretty much know that's what it was.
I say we head north.
All right, Emmett, get me out of this crap before it kills me.
We'll follow this road up a little ways, and see if we can't pick up the trail. 'Cause at least we know we can follow the road back to where the bridge was.
Find me a cave, a house, a barn, something to get me out of this stuff before it eats me alive.
So you start heading north? North or northwest?
Well, I mean, the road kind of heads northeasterly.
Hits a intersection, goes both northwesterly and then northeast and cuts up.
Right. Well, I mean, from where we're at, it looks like it goes northeasterly into the next hex and then splits, so...
Yeah.
I figure we just start following the roadway into probably...
If I had to guess, their base of observation is this Radzin Polyaski.
Well, there's something on the roadway there. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would say that's probably what we're going to run into first before anything.
Radzin Polaski.
I think that's two different places. I think that's Radzin, and I think that is Polaski.
I think they're kind of all this same place. For all intents and purposes.
I believe Podolowski simply means village.
If it involves us going back into a city, I mean, these refugees are on their own.
I believe much smaller than the Parjou. Or at least the one... Well, shoot. There's that one up there off the road, too. A big city. Ugh.
I'd be okay if we just didn't mention that Parjou place anymore. I didn't like that.
Alright, so that's what you guys are doing, is heading northeast?
We are going to follow the roadway the best we can.
Okay.
I guess make a decision when we come to the fork.
Fork in the road. Dun 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 dun.
Well, you know our dumbasses will definitely take the road less traveled.
Nobody? The Muppet movie? Nobody?
I got it. I got the fork in the road.
Okay, good.
That's a myth.
Moving right
Myth.
Yes!
Alright, so whoever's on watch, roll me your recon roll at a -2 because of all that ash.
Now, do the binoculars cancel that out?
Sure, why not? It basically cancels out the binoculars, essentially.
You're being really nice tonight. It's weird.
You know what that means, right?
We're all heading to certain death.
Exactly.
Right. It's when we laugh at the beginning of a session is when people die. It's the way that works.
Alright, so you guys start coming in closer to Radzin Podzatsky, and
I failed my recon. 5 and a 4.
so you guys are going along, and you start getting closer to this village. But the closer you get to it, you'll see like a house that's been bombed out. You see like little artillery craters and shit like that. Just basically the signs of war, like you've seen in numerous other places. All of a sudden, you can start to make out some tanks. Much like the fog before.
Whoa, guys, stop. Stop right here. Stop. We got some tanks up ahead again.
No, not up ahead. Like, you start seeing that they're like to your east, to your west. Like, you walked right into the middle of them.
Oh.
Harrison, what have you got us into?
Well, I think I walked us into a bunch of tanks. I didn't see him. Did you see him through all this shit?
They're not smoking either, so they're not like the ones you saw before where it was like it had just happened. Like these are slowly covering in ash, and that's part of the reason why you didn't notice them, because everything's getting covered in ash. So it's just like at first looked like, I don't know, snow mounds or trees with this ash over top of it, you know.
Would I see if they're active tanks or if they're left behind and empty?
You can go investigate them if you would like.
It looks like a parking lot for tanks.
Do you want to go scrounge around these tanks?
Well, maybe if we couldn't see them, they won't be able to see us. We're just people walking around.
I'm not in the best shape, but I think we could... I don't know if we want to check out one of these tanks.
I'll go check it out, Mr. Cole. You stay here. I think the less we're moving, the better.
Good luck.
Harris is just going to walk up to the nearest tank and, like, he knows the tank, so touch where I think it's the rear on an M1. Or, it's probably not an M1. It's probably like a T-72 or T-74. But where the engine would be to feel if it's hot, see if there's... it looks like they're active or if they're sitting there rusting or whatever.
Well, first of all, it appears to be an M1.
Ooh.
As you get closer to it. But you have to get pretty close to it to notice that, because it's how much it's covered in ash and stuff. But you want to go up and see if it's still hot? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm. I think the engines are in the rear of those, so feel like the exhaust where the engine is, and maybe wipe away the ash to see if you can see what unit the tank is from.
Yeah, and I mean, these all look like they've taken damage, too. They're not intact tanks again. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a recon roll.
Wait, did you say they do or do not look like they've taken damage?
They look like they've taken damage. They are not intact tanks. Like the ones just like the ones you saw before. And
okay.
Yeah.
1 success, a 7 and a 3.
Okay. Yeah, and you also find some unexploded ordnance beside the tank as you were walking up to it.
Do they look like they were like hit and abandoned?
No, they look like they were destroyed. Roll me a tech roll, actually.
Holy shit.
Nice.
A 7 success.
You do notice that one of them, by the way, these do appear to be 2nd Armored Divisions, the other thing you can pick out. One of them, as you're looking around, does appear like it's inoperable currently, but you're like, this could actually be repaired. It would just require a lot of, stuff to fix it.
At the very least, could we find shelter in it for the night if we were wanting to sleep in it?
Sure.
Hell yeah. So Harrison's like excitedly scurries over to those guys.
Mm-hmm.
No, never mind scurry. He runs over. Mr. Cole, Captain Emmett.
Yeah, Harris.
These tanks are all blowed. The tanks are all blowed up, but one of them isn't in too bad a shape. We can probably, get in there and take some shelter from this shit falling from the sky.
What do you think, Emmett?
Mr. Emmett, they're 2nd Armored Division too. Maybe. Oh, this is the wrong direction for the ones they said that your boy was at. I'm sorry.
They never said my boy was at any of them. We're just looking for 2nd Armored Division. They just said they found an active tank south of here. We're after refugees right now. If we don't push on right now, I feel like we're going to lose any chance of catching a scent of these guys.
Captain Emmett, it's getting dark and we can't see shit and all this stuff falling from the sky. And Mr. Cole over here, he's not feeling too good. I think we need to hole up for a little bit and get some rest. We gonna get lost if we keep going.
Cole, you need to rest?
If not now, here soon I'm going to need to.
All right, get in the tank. We move out first light.
All right, so you guys climb in the tank. Seal it? Like, close the hatch on the top? Or what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You guys tell me how you're handling this. You do notice that the ash seems to lift a little bit as the sun starts going down. Someone roll me a d6.
I failed the last one, so I'm going to have somebody else do it.
I'll roll for weather.
Come on, 6.
We got a 5.
Yeah, it still stays cloudy, but the ash seems to let up. But we're heading into nighttime now. What are you guys going to do? You tell me.
Would I know that I'm a radiation poisonous?
You would definitely know that.
All right.
Like, you're really starting to feel like shit, and you're
Yeah.
fairly certain that's what it is.
Is there anybody that can treat me for radiation poisoning?
Nope.
I've got a B empathy and a D medical aid.
He could. But you basically know that what you would need to do is rinse him off with, like, water, essentially. Like, you got to rinse all that ash stuff off.
Hold on, Mr. Cole. Don't get in the tank yet. We need to wash you off. Get some of that shit off of you.
So can I sack one of my canteens?
Mm-hmm. Sure. I will say that's a water ration to do this.
Yep.
Hopefully that and some rest will get you feeling a little bit better.
Hey.
Okay.
So, 1 success on the medical aid.
All right. Yep. Cool.
I picture we get in the tank and close the hatch. So, trying to make it look like we're not even there.
Yeah.
Or closing the door on our own coffin. One or the other.
So what are you guys doing over the night, though? Like, who's doing what?
I'm going to take the first rest, if that's possible, just because I'm dying.
You're not able to heal that hit point until it stops. Because that's the other thing. You take 1 point damage and you can't heal damage. So until you pass a stamina roll against it, you'll keep getting sick.
When would I do said stamina roll?
Tomorrow. In the morning.
So they're daily, not shiftly?
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be in the morning.
I can't heal stress either?
Nope, just damage. You can heal stress.
Okay. And I would not heal that fourth rat, or that rat, correct?
Not yet.
Gotcha, just checking.
Harrison jumps right into the driver's seat. It almost feels good to be back in the tank again. This is my usual spot. I can keep an eye out from here. You want to get some sleep there, Captain Emmett? Although I can't really see shit.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and sleep. Is Cole gonna sleep?
Yes.
All right, so we'll both sleep. You keep watch, and then Cole can take over for you after his shift.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'll sit right here. I'll comfy like. I'll keep an eye out. Never thought I'd be happy to be back in a tank.
So you're sitting there looking out. It's still cloudy and whatever, but all of a sudden you see movement